Hello, this is Dennis Sietsma, Dennis John Sietsma Productions, Homestead, Florida, USA. It's now Monday, August 5th, 2024, video diary about my 1994 Astro van. And as you see, I have the remanufactured engine from Powertrain Products in place. Next, I'm going to install the oil pump, and I need to clean it up a little bit because we've got some surface rust that developed, so I need to clean that up a little bit, and hopefully it's the right oil pump, the same as the one I have. And I've been doing assessments here. I had to shorten up these chains some because I don't know why I was able to fit it in here real nice, and then I couldn't lift it when I tried this morning, so I had to shorten up these chains some, real short. And somebody on the Astro van enthusiast group on Facebook was telling me about that needed to be, this whole rig, I think, could be shorter. I should be able to modify it to get this adjuster to lift up so I can lift it a little bit higher, because I'm hitting the top of the van firewall. But I did find out that I have a pipe plug on the driver's side, on the port side head, that's left side head. One of the pipe plugs has to be removed, and I don't have the tool. I think it's not quarter and it's not half inch. I think it's 5/16 pipe plug removal tool I need. So I ordered that online this morning, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow or day after. And also needed an engine hone and an engine hone, cylinder hone for the core I need to clean up before I put the pistons back in it, and a ring compressor. And the pistons are like 4-inch pistons on this 4.3 liter. So, and I have to thoroughly clean the oil pan. So next I'll be installing the oil pump and oil pan, and then I can move forward towards doing the engine mounts. But I may stall that until I get those plugs out. But right now I'm trying to make sure I got the right engine. It looks like everything's perfect. It says remanufactured non-OE on these stickers, and I'm trying to see what the stamping, I can't see the stamping on that block underneath the timing chain, but I can see a stamping there. So and you see how tight I am against the top of with this bar, as I'm right up against the frame here. So if I had to lift this up higher for some reason, I'd have to take off the leveler. But the leveler's handy to help me line it up with the transmission. Now, on all these car shows, I see them do the engine and transmission as one shot, and that may be fine, but I don't see why they wouldn't do that afterward. And that's in less weight, bringing it in and out, and easier to move the engine around. And like I said, this doing a V8 in this might have been cool, but I just don't have the money to do that. And this size engine gives me good service, and I got good handling, but the difference in weight I don't think is that significant between the 4.3 liter and the V8. But I wanted to keep the dual air conditioning, and I'm not that good at fabrication, so I have limited resources here unless I employ a machine shop. So do-it-yourself work can be dangerous and cause death or injury, so do at your own risk. And this is not a how-to, this is a video diary. This is just telling you about my project for fellow Astro van enthusiasts or vehicles with 4.3 liter engines that want to see the bits and pieces. And this engine was particular for like 2 years. I heard some of these have balance shafts and some of them don't. So in any event, thanks for watching. Dennis Sietsma, video diary, August 5th, 2024, continued. I've got the shaft moved from the old pump to the new pump, but I would have appreciated if they had given me a new coupler here when it came from Powertrain Products. And this is just a friction fit on the pickup, so I was able to use a brass hammer and tap that out a little bit. And same thing for this shaft. I'm sure this will never break, but I would have liked to put a new one in there while I had it apart. And to get it apart, I had to use this, get this to come off, I had to use this spark plug pulling tool. So I'll give that feedback to Powertrain Products, and it's a single bolt to put on the oil pump. Now right now I'm using the time to clean the engine pan thoroughly, and so I'm going to take a break for lunch and then I'll get back to that. It's about noon here on August. Oh, dabbit. Siri, what time is it? These darn modern things.
It's 11:50 a.m.
Okay, it's 11:50 a.m. Siri, what day is it? What day is it? Siri, what day is it? See? Smart watches. Siri, what day is it?
It's Monday, August 5th, 2024.
Yeah, Monday, August 5th. Okay. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. I changed my mind. I think I'm going to install the starter ring next and try to get some good stills of these numbers on the back of the engine. And so I know the serial number and all that stuff for the engine. But anyway, it's a little after 12 now. Thanks for watching. Looks like I spoke too soon about the oil pump shaft retainer. It's included in this Engine Tech Gaskets Charlie 261L gasket set. It includes rear main seal, O-rings, umbrella. Alright, it includes a lot of stuff I need to look at. I need to actually open this box and make sure as I go forward. Now it's a good thing I took my time and made a lot of notes and bagged and tagged everything. And we got starter ring to crankshaft bolts here. And I've got the starter ring gear, flex plate, whatever you want to call it. These need to be torqued correctly, and probably even Permatex blue, Loctite blue. Not red, but blue. Red is for stuff you never want to take off unless you heat it. So use blue for most things. Medium strength Loctite, vibration preventative. So I'll put those bolts in next, but I want to take a few notes on the thread of this SAE or metric. I think it's metric, but I'll double check just to make sure. And thanks for watching. Okay, the starter ring, the flex plate crankshaft bolts are 1/2 inch national course. which is TPI, what, 13? Alright, anyway, 1/2 inch SAE for the crankshaft bolts. And as far as how long they are, let's see, these are the original bolts, came out of it. And I'm trying to see if I got a measuring stick on here somewhere. Yeah, it says it's, I don't know, 3/4 inch. Yeah, SAE 3/4 inch national course, and put a little blue stuff on there and torque it down to spec. I'm going to go in the house and get the spec out of the service manual, and when I take my break for lunch, and add those details to the next segment. So thanks for watching. This is Dennis Sietsma, Dennis John Sietsma Productions, Homestead, Florida. It's still August 5th, 2024. Oh man, I should have stayed with doing the oil pan and pump, but instead I ran into Homestead and spent $28 to buy this thread locker blue, and then I torqued the bolts on the flywheel starter ring to 76 foot-pounds or so. And I said I should have left this for later, because this was really hard to do without the engine being on the engine mounts. So note to self, ever have to do this again, leave that for later. But I was trying to get the shaft retainer for the oil pump, and I opened up the box and it's not in here. So I'm going to call the company, because it says contains oil pump shaft retainer, and I'll see if I can buy one locally here. Engine Tech, enginetech.com, and as it says, manufactured, engineered in America, manufactured in Peru. So this is a disappointment that I don't have the new shaft retainer for the oil pump, and if I can't get one locally, then I'll have to go forward with what I have. And but I don't want to really do that. I would rather have a new oil pump shaft retainer, since I was supposed to get one. Okay, it's now 4:45 on Monday, August 4th, or 5th, 2024. Thanks for watching. Okay, audience, it's still Monday, August 5th, 2024. I got a showstopper here. I took this is supposed to have, according to the label, it's supposed to have a oil pump shaft retainer, which is this little nylon part that goes between the oil pump and the shaft. And this is metal to metal. The retainer just holds the shafts together, but if that broke for some reason, that would be a problem. So I'm trying to, I called the company, enginetech.com, talked to their technical support, and told them I have a Charlie 262L gasket set here from Powertrain Products, came with the engine, and they said, we don't know. But he looked it up and he says, no, it doesn't have the oil pump shaft retainer according to his computer. And I said, well, the label says it does on the box. Now, I found I can get one of these locally if I go up to Cutler Bay, which is about 20 miles north of here. It would take me at least an hour to drive up there and an hour to get back. But I really don't want to go further with this project until I get a new nylon coupler in here, because everything else depends on this part being a good part. And apparently this is just a tight fit in here for this this oil pickup tube. And So anyway, that's the showstopper for the moment until I hear back. Now I sent an email to Engine Tech as well, and if they email me back, because it was an online form, it wasn't where I could do attachments, I would have sent them a copy of the label if they had let me do an attachment on their online form. So I'll have to think of what else I can do with this until I get this figured out. These probably, if this was a professional mechanic, they would just use this old part off the old pump and carry on and wouldn't even worry about it. But I have a lot of investment here, and I want to make sure I don't have a problem with that or any part that might replace it. So anyway, I sent an email to Powertrain Products and said, hey, you know, here I have this situation and I can get another nylon part there, but I have to go to Cutler Bay to do it, and I only have so many days to do the core return, and I really wanted to get this engine installed and running and checked out before I did the core return. So that's the situation, and thanks for watching. Okay, audience, it's still the 5th of August. Anyway, this is the remote oil filter gizmo, and it has 2 T40 bolts that hold it in place. 2 T, and the instructions that came with the engine says if your vehicle came with a remote oil cooler, you have to keep it. And I read online that the remote oil cooler was intended to prevent coking in the engine, but in later years it found it wasn't necessary. But I like it, so I'm going to keep it. But to get this gasket, not the gasket between the oil, the gasket between the unit and the block, that orange gasket, I had to go to the dealer to get to the part number and then to buy it because I couldn't find the part number. Anyway, I marked it. I kept it handy because I knew I couldn't find it when I needed it, like everything else. I thought I did a good job with that, and now I can't find it. And gonna look through the van one more time. I got everything marked as well as I could, and it takes a Torquex T40. Takes T40 for that, to put that on. And I do have the flywheel on, but I'm still waiting to hear about the oil pump coupler. And I may have to call him. I emailed him today. I may have to call him tomorrow and say, hey, what do you want me to do? If I have to, I'll drive to Cutler Bay to get one. So that's it. I'm probably almost done for the day. It's about 7 o'clock at night now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, audience, I found what I'm looking for. AC Delco part number 88893989. And I know people say, oh, you don't need to worry about such things as a remote oil filter and cooler and all that stuff, but the van came with it, so that's how I'm keeping it. Part number 88893989. I knew I had it handy here somewhere. It was on the living room table here, Fibber McGee's closet, but it was handy, so I found it. Yay! So I think this will be it for today. We'll start again tomorrow, probably after I figure out what to do with the oil pump coupler, oil pump shaft alignment, nylon, little tiny nylon piece. Thanks for watching.